Hey guys, it's me, Reset. You may also know me by many names. And today we're going to be doing the About Me Zenless Zone Zero edition. Of course, I have to make a disclaimer that this is all my opinion, and do not take offense or take it personally if I say things that you don't like about Zenless Zone Zero. So, um, the reason I'm sort of making this in the first place is because I'm not gonna lie, guys. All the gotcha games right now have been looking like this, and there's just not a lot there. It's just most of the stuff is just grinding stuff, and not much I can really make a video about unless you want to watch me do combat for 30 minutes, which that's not that fun. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna do our own thing, making About Me for Zenless Zone Zero. So we might as well get started and talk about the first one, the favorite agent. This is a little bit difficult because I feel like I could just because I like a lot of agents, but the favorite number one, this is the top agent. Um, you know what? I'm gonna put Anby because Anby's a day one. Anby's been a day one, and really liked her story. I really liked the sort of the S rank that she got, and the sort of theories oh, was she Soldier 11's sister or is she not, back in season one, or at least season one, and then now we obviously got the answer. Anby is just, I think, overall my favorite agent. I still use her a good amount despite not being the most meta character. I really enjoy her kit. I enjoyed playing her kit. I enjoy playing her kit still, and honestly, I could see Anby just being the overall favorite. I could see myself putting Miyabi here too, because I mean, let's be so serious. But honestly, I think I have a lot more going for Anby when I think about oh, who do I like more? I think I could just say Anby. Next is least favorite agent. Oh man. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have to think about this too much. I have an agent that I just don't really like that much, and that's Yidhari. No shade on the people who actually really like Yidhari. This is just a me thing, but her character was so shafted in the main story because they didn't make a reason for us to care about Yidhari besides her being a part of Spook Shack, and they put her story into an event and made the event story about Yidhari, her past, and who she is. That's when you start caring about her. But in the main story, she was just sort of this person who just just made the proxy more special, and then that sort of was just it was I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of mid. I don't know. I just think Yidhari got done dirty, and I'm not really a big fan of her kit. I played Yidhari, and I just not who I want to. Just not my type of play style and all that. And I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of Yidhari, but no hate. I could see myself liking other agents more than Yidhari. That's just about it. My most used agent. My most used agent. Who is on every team? I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. When I farm, I don't know actually though. I think it has to be Miyabi for me. I use her in almost everything. Every end game. She's used in my HIA farm. She's used in she's just sort of the most reliable guy out there. It might just because she's Hoshimi Miyabi. So, But yeah, I use Miyabi a lot in comparison to these other agents. I mean obviously certain farms I'll do a certain team, but Miyabi is just in general just always there. Yeah. Underrated agent. Actually underrated. I think for me the most underrated agent is Seth. Now, Seth is who's this guy? Who is Seth? But I think we're gonna get more of him in the future, especially with Severian being an agent coming out, right? We know he has some quote unquote beef with his brother, so he's. I think in terms of like story and all, and even in like meta, he's not that good in as a character. Like as a playable character, he's not that strong. Let's be so serious. His niche where he gives anomaly buff is completely taken by Yuzuha. So like he's not that good as a playable character, but I think his story is definitely more interesting than people give him credit for. He knows Haramasa. They were like classmates, and he obviously has stuff to do with Severian. So we're gonna hear more about him. And I think if people really look at Seth a little bit more, they'll see him beyond the guy that got absolutely dominated by Jane Doe. But it is what it is. Favorite NPC? Where's the NPCs? Now, I wish Yashiryu was playable. NPC, it's gotta be my go Eos. Like, come on. Let's be so serious. Eos is that guy. I mean, like, Eos, like, we've been everywhere with Eos, and he low-key got shafted when the proxies got their powers, but then, like, he's still moving. He's still out there working. I mean, I can't really like argue against. I mean, I can say like, oh, these other guys. I could say like, oh, I really like them, but like Eos for real is that guy. He's that guy. And I mean, my second favorite would be like Venus, but come on, Eos. Favorite Void Hunter. I like Shunguang and Miyabi like equally. But I think I prefer Miyabi. Okay. So I don't want to put Miyabi on here twice because that's like major glaze. But I don't know. Miyabi's just sort of so cool. She was the benchmark for what Void Hunters were gonna be, and then she just sort of is still has that aura. Now, this spot might be taken by Remiel, but I still have yet to know more about her story and all that. But Hoshi Miyabi, I think I like Miyabi a lot more than I do. I like her a lot more than I do Yixuan, but between Shunguang and her, I think it's like a small gap. But I do like Miyabi more. Favorite design? Fuck. Favorite design? Okay, wait, no. This is actually a lot easier than it is. S rank Billy actually is so tough. I mean, I like the designs of some of these characters, but man, S rank Billy though. The aura, the scarf, the jacket, the gun blade arm, like he got a motorcycle. Like, come on, the horns, the horn attachments are cool, and like, oh my dude, Billy's design is so good. I love Billy's design. I mean, I just can't get. I don't know. I think in comparison to everyone else's, I just like Billy's so much better than everyone else's. Agent that I've warmed up to. Was an agent I just didn't like at all, and then Cisia. Like when I first like heard of her, or like I got news of her in like the teaser, sort of, I did not like her. I did not like her design. I didn't like care about her. But then her presence in the past 3 stories have been very entertaining and impactful, to the point where I've actually like really wished that I pulled for her. Even though if she doesn't really have a place on my account, I just kind of wish I pulled for her. But yeah, Cece is a character that I warmed up to. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did not like her at all, like at first, and then her introduction in the Angels of Delusion story, was like she's funny, but I don't know. I'm still on edge about her design and all that. And then we got her her story, and then her inclusion into this patch's story. It was really good. I really enjoy Cecilia, and the fact that she's still coming with us to Rose Califord. I mean, shoot, we're gonna get more of Cecia, and I'm actually glad that we're getting more of Cecia because I really enjoy Cecia. So, favorite boss? Okay, let's see here. Favorite boss? Okay, I have the most fun. I'm not gonna lie, I have the most fun fighting. I don't know. It's between Pompeii and not the Miasmic Fiend. No. I know there's one boss I really like fighting. It's not Bringer. Bringer's easy. Oh, it's Pompeii or where? Wait, where's that big robot? The like UCC robot? Where is he? Where's that goon? He's the second guy, but if he's not there, then it's unknown corruption, whatever it's called. Guy's called. It's either Pompeii or him. I think I gotta go with Pompeii. The Pompeii's fight's so great. I love fighting Pompeii. He's a fun boss to fight. I just enjoy fighting Pompeii. I think it's because of just sort of how I think it's sort of how fair it is too. Like you gotta use your chain attacks, or I mean defensive assist correctly to actually fight him like well. And if you like overly use them, then you're resorted to dodging. And if you don't use them at all, you don't get any parries. And it's just a good fight overall. I have the most fun fighting Pompeii whenever he's in DA or no, I don't think he's in Shiyu anymore. He used to be in I think he used to be in Shiyu. At some point he was in Shiyu and he was fun to fight. And in DA, whenever he pops up, he's fun to fight. But I think in terms of all of these other bosses, I find the most entertainment fighting Pompeii. And that one big red robot, the UCC goon, whatever his name is. Least favorite? Okay. It's Vesper. I hate Vesper. It's not that her fight is hard, it's just how much stuff is on your screen that like you just can't parry it correctly sometimes. Like you can't parry her correctly sometimes because like there's like purple flashes all over you and you're like, what the hell is happening? And then that's for me. She's easy to fight when like after like 2 tries, you're like, oh, okay, I know her parry pattern and all that. But then after you get past like her whatever that parry stage is that the new bosses have been getting, you're like screw this Vesper person. Because she does this like weird like thing where like she just dashes around the map, and she like you have to parry each time, but then there's also purple dust floating around for some odd reason, and you're just when I fight her, I'm like overstimulated, and then sometimes I just lag because of how much effects is on my screen. Now obviously this could be solved by like turning down my effects, but I want to play a game that looks good too. I'm not gonna turn down my effects because freaking Vesper wants to throw glitter in my face. Screw you, Vesper. Favorite agent story? Yeah, this is an easy Seed. Seed has the best story in Zenless. Seed's story is so good, bro. I did not... When I went through this story and I played it, I didn't expect it to be so good. Yeah, if you haven't played Seed's story or like sat down and like fully played through it, you're missing out. It's so good. Just make sure you're prepared, but also don't be prepared. Just play it, and you'll like it. You'll really like it. My favorite version? Okay. Well, that's a tough one. Sorry. I think my favorite version. Is it like favorite version that's like, oh, this patch is like, there's so much content. Oh, we got so much polychromes. Oh, it added the most. It was the best ever. Or is it like my I think it's personal. I think it's opinion. Then my favorite version is Astronomical Moment. I think Astronomical Moment was when I really started like locking in on Zenless Zone Zero. Like I really started like I was playing during the past couple patches I was playing, but during around 1.4 to 1.5 was when I was really like tapped in with Zenless. Like I was like, okay, so the lore was like, I was like, okay, yeah, the outer ring, all that, the side stories I was liking, but I wasn't like invested or anything. But astronomical moment after the side story, I don't know what happened. I sort of just started locking in. I really started liking Zenless a lot. I don't know. I think the fact that I was nearing like a year of Zenless was really hitting me when this patch came out. And it was also like near the end of my my school year. So I was like, okay, Zenless. I can put more time into playing the game, and then I really locked in, and then I think we also got the announcement of Soldier Zero Ambi, which really enticed me. I was like, holy crap, S rank Ambi's real. And then boom, bam, bot, we're here. Freaking, I'm making a Zenless Zone Zero about me video. Yeah. I think a good close contender though would be like 2.1. 2.1 or 2.6 are pretty good contenders for favorite patch. 1.4 I'd put up there, but it wouldn't. I think now that I've gone through stories and all that, like 1.4 would probably be top 10, but it wouldn't be like number 5. It'd be like 6 or 7. But yeah, it'd be around that number. I think 2.8 is really good, but the content we've gotten like doesn't compare to the main story. I'm more excited for the main story than I am the like polychromes I'm gonna get, because I am excited for 3.0. I really want to go to Rose Califer, but I'm more interested to go to Rose Califer because of the story rather than going there because it's a new place. But yeah, I think 1.5 is when I really started enjoying Zenless a lot more in comparison to the past patches. It was a bundle of Ambi, Soldier Zero Ambi, the conclusion of 1.4, and I think just the story, the side story was really good too. And it was Golden Carrot week too, I think. So like that rhythm event was actually really fun too, so I enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, 1.5 was where I just started locking in. It's my favorite patch. Favorite faction? Favorite faction? What? That's actually kind of different. Like or it's not Yunquei Summit. I know that it's not Yunquei Summit. I don't think it's Victoria Housekeeping. Stars of Lyra. As much as I like Astra and Evelyn, I don't think it's them. I don't think I like them enough. Spook Shack is in the discussion. Sons of Caledon's in the discussion. Section 6 is kinda in the discussion. PubSec, nah. Obel. If Obel was done better in their patch, it would have been in the discussion. But they nah. Mockingbird, nah. I don't like Mockingbird enough. Krampus, no. Nah, not Krampus. Cunning Hair is definitely in the discussion. Belobog, nah. I don't think Belobog. Angel of Illusions is in discussion though. That is for sure. Spook Shack, I really like the dynamic of the original 3, Monato, Yuza, and Alice. With the addition of Lucia and Yidhari though, I mean, it's good. I just don't think I like it enough. Now the Sons of Caledon had a really good. They're really like a family for real, and I really like that about the Sons of Caledon. I really love every time we go back to the Outer Ring, hearing about the Outer Ring through them, and like how different they are yet the same they are. You know, they're all so like they all have such different personalities, but they like click so well with each other, right? Like the Sons of Caledon is just one really good big family, and I really enjoy that. So Sons of Caledon is definitely up there. Section 6, they also got that really good dynamic too. I just think it's too professional for me to actually really like have it as my favorite. As much as I really love all of the Section 6 characters, I don't think they're my favorite. They're definitely like top 5 though. At least so far they're top 5. Hunting Hares is so good too. They're like the Sons of Caledon, except it's like they're so much more different. But like they all have a reason to be there. They all have a reason to like be together. As they're like a found family. I really like the found family aspect of the Cunning Hares, especially when we see that with Nekomata joining them. I really enjoyed that. And it's man. It's like the Sons of Caledon's dynamic is really good, but the Cunning Hares dynamic is really good too. and the Angels of Delusions too. Their dynamic was done really well in their story, and they got a main story, they got an event, and the only one that was shafted was Nangong, and I'm still a little mad about that. But you know, that's not the video. It might have to be the Cunning Hares, because I really like the Sons of Caledon too. They're so cool. Oh, and they give such a good dynamic, bro. There's during their story, and even now they have such a good dynamic, and they work well with other characters outside of their faction too. But the Cunning Hares does that too. They're just like a group of misfits that just man, they're broke misfits, which, you know, that's partially Nicole's fault, but I think solely because of how connected the Cunning Hares are to sort of the proxies, I think I have to go with the Cunning Hares. But the Sons of Caledon is also just a really good faction as well. I think the fact that Billy's coming along with us to Rose Califer, and there's a theory that Nicole is also on Rose Califer for some unknown reason. I think Cunning Hares is my favorite faction. An agent I'm looking forward to. So the obvious answer is Remiel. But I can't lie to you that Sunbringer, I'm also really looking forward to Sunbringer. And Storyteller. Storyteller's, I'm anticipating Storyteller a lot. I really want to see Storyteller. But I mean, I am going all in on Remiel. It has to be Remiel. But Sunbringer's probably going to be an agent too. My preferred proxy. Where are they? Bell or Wise? Now, like, I think this is easy because I freaking play Wise. So it's gonna be Wise. We've seen the animations for Pyros, and Wise low-key has aura. And when I mean aura, I mean like that. Wise low-key has aura. But I really like how they did Belle as well. I like the princess carry in the chain attack. That's cool. But I can't go wrong with the proxy's aura. So I mean, I'm just saying, the proxy has aura. I think the way they differentiate Bell and Wise is very nice too. So I'm glad that they have different animations, because it at least presents a idea that they're different, which is something unique to Zenless, at least, you know, in terms of like the Hoyo space and all that. The two MCs are different, and the other, despite not being like the main proxy, has a completely different personality, and it should not be treated as someone who is just an identical clone to the other. They are two different proxies, and I think I just prefer Wise more because of that aura. I like Bell as equally as well, but just because I play Wise and I see more of Wise and hear more of Wise, I'll like Wise more. Yeah, this is my About Me. I actually enjoyed making this a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, that's sort of how this is About Me, guys. You can do the thing. It should be in the link in the description if I don't forget, but it is on grids.fun, and you could just search it up, do your own. Hopefully yours isn't drastically different than mine, and I hope Soldier Zero Ambi isn't your least favorite agent. Just kidding. I mean, if she is, then you probably have a pretty good reason as to why she probably didn't come home after you're 50. You know. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm hungry. I want to go eat food, so I'm gonna end the video. Toodles.